good evening. I'm Charmaine of Share Friends, and I'm here again for the day 5 to continue about the 5-day challenge of getting the clients that you need what you have. So it was a bit delay, a 1 day delay for me because I became so busy yesterday that I wasn't able to go on live video or go for Facebook Live for this day 5. But before we begin again on that 5-day challenge, let me just introduce myself again, just for those who haven't known me yet or who just liked my Facebook page the past days, or maybe you were just visiting on my page for now. So I'm Charmaine from Philippines. I live in Tarlac City, Central Luzon, and I'm a social media strategist. And I found out about this 5-day social media challenge. So I signed up for it in order for me to help my brand to have more clients using social media. So my work is a social media strategist, and I'm also an online freelancer as well as a work at home mom. So even I work as a freelancer for almost 8 years, I had a problem with my brand because I became too focused on my clients. So I know how to advise them, and I know the proper way for them to have that social media or online presence. However, since I become too focused on giving my service to them, that I missed out the opportunity of growing my own brand. That's why before the year ends, then I decided to make an action of having more visibility on my brand or on the niche of or category of my work as a social media strategist. So let's continue with the deep 5. But before that, this 5-day challenge was being utilized by a known social media influencer, and I got to know her because she was part of, or she became one of the speaker of the social media marketing world that I always check and follow too. So this is she is Heather Hyman of Sweet Tea Social Marketing. So you can check her page later. I'll be putting it on the comments. So we did a day 5 challenge. As mentioned a while ago, it was about getting the clients that you need what you have. So on the day 1, that was about a challenge on providing an introduction video. So how will you introduce yourself using your favorite social media? And then for the day 2, it's about creating relationships or building relationships. So I did use a certain blog for a certain topic or a specific person. In my case, I did choose Heather regarding her post about Twitter list. So that's what I shared. So I'll be putting the links of these videos for the day 1, day 2, so you can watch it. Then for the day 3, it was just about a comment or a write-up about the topic that we have put on her page. So it's not a video, but it's about, let me just check, sorry, I forgot the day 3, choosing the right social media. So the day 3, that is about choosing the right social media. So I mentioned there in the comment that for me it was Facebook that I always use among the social media platforms, because I use it to create contents for my clients as well as use Facebook ads to utilize more visits and at the same time to gain more clients or prospect customers using Facebook ads and Instagram ads. So among the social media, I'm always using Facebook. And then for the day 4, it's about the influential content. So I did share it as well via Facebook Live, and I mentioned there about the main 3 influential content that I can share. So this is about a question that you've been always asked. So in my case, it's about freelancing, social media marketing, and also blogging. Now for the day 5, I am getting my uh, notebook and my pen because we were asked to write within 3 minutes a specific topic that, or a specific way how we are doing our social media system. So the day 5, it's entitled The Smart Automation and Systems You Need in Your Business. Sorry. So when you say automation and systems that you need in your business, this is about how are you using social media for planning and how do you create your content, something of those topics. So what are the systems and processes? So we are being asked to time in for at least 3 minutes and write down the process that we are doing so that we can have a plan for the whole week. So I don't have a timer with me right now, but let's just estimate that I can write it within 3 minutes. So to those who are watching me right now, maybe you could help me time in. So I'll be writing it now. Oh no, my pen doesn't want to write. Okay, I wrote number 1. This is the most important for me. And then to begin the task, and the number 2 is and then number 3 will be okay. There I have it. Let's focus on the camera. Sorry for my handwriting, but I'll put this later in my description or at the comments. So again, what I wrote is about systems or processes that I used for creating my contents for social media. But of course, if you want to follow this challenge as well, maybe you can write 5 top things or systems or processes or tools that you were using depending on the type of business that you currently have. But in my case, since I am working as a social media strategist, so I'll be focusing more on the social media related content. How was I going to create a plan or a content? How am I doing it? What are the steps to have a new content? So this is really helpful for those who are managing pages or groups, as well as those who are into blogging, if you are into writing, article writing, or also a vlogger or a YouTube content creator. This will be very helpful for you as well. So the first thing I wrote is Wonderlist. Again, I'll be putting that on the caption later or in the comment section of this Facebook Live. So what is Wonderlist? Wonderlist, this is an to-do list app. So you can download this on your iOS phone or on your Android. You can even download this on your Apple or Windows, so computer or Mac. So this can also be available on your email. So the good thing that about this Wonderlist application is if I write a to-do list and I download it on my phone and then I sync it on my email or on my computer or on my MacBook. So each of those devices, once you sync it or synchronize it, you can view it real time as long as you have the app. So it's really useful for me because I use Wonderlist app let's say I wrote my to-do list for that week or for that day using my Windows computer. And then if I go out, because my computer or personal computer is at home, and then if I go out, I want to work or co-work in a co-working station, or maybe work in a coffee shop, and I would like to use my laptop. So once I set up the to-do list on my personal computer, I can also access it in my MacBook. And at the same time, I can also access it in my phone. What I like with it is, aside from my to-do list, when it regards to my task or job for the day, I also wrote my other list or tasks in it. For example, what are my things to buy, especially if you're a mom and like me, I always have my groceries every week and I tend to become forgetful at times. So I put my to-do list in Wonder List as well, and then what are my things to buy, and also those teams that I am handling. So when I'm monitoring them, for example, when it comes to salary, I also wrote it there. So everything that I do, I put everything on my Wonder List. And aside from those, using those devices, the good thing is if you sync it on your email, it will remind you to do those things. So also, if you are done, there is a tick mark that you can check. And once you check that tick mark button, it means that you already did it. And then that there will be an email to notify you that the specific task was already been done, for it was already been checked. So that is the Wonderlist application. So again, Wonderlist, it's a to-do list organizer app, and I use that to list my to-do list. So for example, in a certain client, let's just use an example. Maybe this one. Of course, this is not paid, okay? Okay, so for example, Burger King. Let's say I'm handling the page of Burger King and I would like to create a content for it. So in my Wonderlist app, I'll put the title name Burger King, and then for example, this is it, Burger King title, and then I'll put on the subcategory the things that I will do. So create contents for Monday, what is the topic, and then other things that I need to do next. So aside from the Wonderlist, once I listed there my plan, I have another specific plan, and they were listed in my Google Drive for documents. So what I use in my social media planning for Google Drive is specifically the Google Excel or Google Sheet. So this Google Sheet that I have, it has the per day theme post. So as mentioned in my day 4, so the per day theme post, I usually do 1 to 2 posts per day for social media. So it has themes per day. So for example, if it's a general theme or most searched theme, for example, it's Monday, it's Motivation Monday. So for Monday, my post will be about motivation, why you should eat at Burger King, for example. Of course, fast food is not that good if we always eat there, right? But maybe we could mention some positive things about it. Like, for example, if you were in a hurry and need to take out some food for a travel, maybe you could take out something of that. So for Motivation Monday, you can also create like a quotes about burger or fries, or maybe about the ice cream. So more of that. So if it's engaging content, it's more on, it could be an article, it could be a quote, it could be a video, as long as it's related to Motivation Monday. And then the branding post, it will be a personalized post crafted for that specific page. So you will think of a certain word that is related to Monday. So for example, if it's let's think of it. So for example, if it's, let me see the menu, maybe I can craft a specific topic. Okay, maybe Meal Monday. So it has AM. So that's one technique I'm using. A word that you can easily recall that is related to the generic team day post or the generic team day post. So Meal Monday. So you could discuss a specific meal of the day for that specific brand on Monday. So for that Motivation Monday post, I have an Excel wherein I have on the first row, it's entitled caption. So I will write there the caption about the post. So post one, I'll of course the date first. So there will be date, and then after the date column, it will be the goal. So what is your goal? Like for the post one, your goal is about Motivation Monday and engaging post. So you will write there Motivation Monday and what is that specific post code? Oh, let's say quotes for eating about fast food. So that is your goal. And then the other row followed to it after the goal is the caption. So you will write there what is the caption for that specific post, and then followed by another column that will be link. Oh, before the link, it's updated copy. So updated copy, since this document is inside the Google Excel sheet, that will be shared to your client. So for example, I write on the caption the words that I would like to use for that specific post, and then the next will be update copy. This is where your clients will edit your wordings or caption. So in case they would like to change it, you don't need to message them anymore to say, hey, I'm already done with the post one for Monday. Could you check this if you like this content? So you don't need to reach out them every now and then. So they will just need to check your Excel sheet and then check that specific column and write the updated caption on that column. So after that updated caption column, the next would be link. So this link, I'm usually putting the words photo and then hyperlink it from a photo that I did. So if my client saw the word photo, they already know that once they click that word photo, they will be redirected into another link that has that photo. And then if they saw an article link or a video link, so it means that will redirect them for the article link or a video link. So that is the specific type of post where how I plan my social media content using Excel sheet. So first, it's the 7-day team day post, and then it's within an Excel sheet. And then what is its caption, what is its goal, and then the link if it's a photo or an article link. Now, next, number 3 that I use as a system or process is editing. So for editing, that would include, as I've mentioned, if there are corrections, so you will that you saw on the updated copy column, so you will be using that, and you will edit that according to what was being given to you. And then aside from that is editing of photos. So I'm using photo editing tools online. So the ones that I usually use is canva.com. So you can check it also later, and I'll put the link. So Canva, the good thing about it is it already has a different sizes that once you click it, it will generate some sample templates. So if you are just a beginner in designing, you could just change the wordings in there, or maybe add some overlays or add some images that you have downloaded from the internet and load it inside the Canva. Because some of the photos in Canva, they are not free. So you still need to buy. But a good tip that I can give you is you can search free photos. So for example, the ones that I'm usually using is pexels.com. So these are licensed free photos. So I research a specific photo from there and download it and upload it inside of Canva. So from there, I will just edit these templates that I have and use it. So that's part of my editing. So again, I use Wonderlist for my to-do list. After that, the Google Drive in planning my content. And after that is editing. So I use for photo is Canva. By the way, for the word, let's say you would like to edit some grammar, I'm also using Grammarly or Ginger. So the number 4 is scheduling. Once I am able to edit those things, I will now schedule them. So I schedule my social media contents using hootsuite.com. So Hootsuite, you can use it for free, but you only need to have a maximum of 3 social media channels for you to use it free. But I have another hack for you. So for you in order not to pay some more fee to have more than 3 channels, if you have another email that you can use, you can register that so that you do not need to pay and you can have another 3 social media channels. But in my case, usually the social channels that I'm managing is Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. So let's say you need to manage Pinterest as well and maybe LinkedIn. So what you need to do, since you only have 3 social channels that you can use that you can, in order for you to use Hootsuite, you need to have another email. So register another email or use another email for that specific purpose, wherein you can wherein you can add LinkedIn and Pinterest, so that you have a total of 5 platforms. And for you, in order not to log in and log out of that Hootsuite, since you will be now using 2 types of Hootsuite, having 2 different emails. So the first one, maybe you open the Hootsuite in a Google Chrome, having a different user, and then another different user on that Chrome, so that you can open it simultaneously. Or you can open Hootsuite 1 on Google and then another Hootsuite on Internet Explorer. So such as that. And then the 5th will be interaction. So after you schedule the post interaction, that will include, you always need to check that social media channel. If somebody send a message, if somebody comments or likes, so that you could reply with them. Because whenever you send a reply or react on what they have posted, you are getting their attention and you are winning their trust. And the more you reply as soon as possible or with them and show that you care based on the attention that they are giving you and based on the trust that they are giving you, the more you reply and connect with them, these people will always give you more attention and will keep that trust that you already built. And if you always have a consistent follower or consistent or active subscribers, the more that your page will be known, and of course they can also share your content. So that's one part, you always reply with them on their timeline, like on the comments and also on the message. Because if you also reply quickly using the message or the inbox, if you are using Facebook, it will detect the percentage of you being responsive. So it will show up there as long as you have more than 100 followers. It will show up there your consistency, like this page is replying every 24 hours, such as that. So you always need to be replying with them consistently. Even if you are using an automated bot to reply, there should be a more personal connection, because the bot that you created or the program that you created might not be able to answer it. And at the same time, since this is now a trend in Messenger, people can know if it is the person that was replying them or the social media team, or if it is a bot. So it's important that you always maintain that interaction. So that is my top 5 process. So again, that you can use for social media. So that will be Wonderlist. It's a to-do list app. Second will be Google Drive. And then for editing, you can use, for the grammar, you can use Grammarly or Ginger. And then for photo, you can use Canva. And then for scheduling, you can use Hootsuite. And for number 5, you can also view in Hootsuite the messages. So it's also included there, that you can see the comments and also the messages. So those are my top 5. Now I'm excited because it was just announced that once we finish this 5-day social media challenge on getting the clients that you need, what you have, so there will be day 6. So it will be a webinar. So I'll be giving you some updates what will that webinar will be, but it will be starting on Monday, that is Tuesday on our time, I think, here in Philippines. So I need to double check, but it will be Monday 11 a.m. Webinar. So I'll be giving you more updates about it. And I'm also preparing my YouTube channel, and soon I'll be creating more contents about the topic about social media, freelancing, as well as blogging or lifestyle blogs. So you can start to subscribe on my channel now. Just type Shermaine Kapuli, and then so that once I have a new content, you can be easily updated. Aside from that, you can also follow me on my social media channels. So here in Facebook, it's Share Friends, and also on Instagram and Twitter. And then for LinkedIn and my personal profile, you can follow me. Just search my name, Shermaine Kapuli. And of course, my site, that will be www.sharefriends.com. That will be for now. If you have any questions related to this 5-day social challenge or about social media, you can send me a message or drop a comment. That will be for now, and again, bye.